Hello, I'm Richard Hunter, Head of Markets, and welcome to our look ahead for the week commencing the 22nd of January. It's fair to say that the festive fireworks leading to the end of last year simply haven't been repeated so far this January. We've still got the ongoing impasse between the Federal Reserve thinking and investor thinking as to when the first interest rate cut might come and indeed how many there might be. The latest economic data coming out of the States was another strong showing in terms of initial jobless claims, but also retail sales. So quite simply at the moment, there seems little reason for the Fed to be considering interest rate cuts just yet, even though the market's finally poised roughly half and half that the first cut may come in March. So obviously we'll keep an eye on that one. What that means equally is that the fourth quarter full year earnings reporting season has taken on additional significance because clearly after the rally towards the end of last year, these valuations need to be justified. So in the year to date, although of course it's still early days, Dow Jones is down about 0.6%, the S&P 500 is up by 0.2%, the Nasdaq is up by 0.3%, and the FTSE 100 has already rather suffered in early days of trading and is currently down by 3%. Turning to next week, we've got a couple of company updates which are worth keeping an eye out for. The first one is Associated British Food. Shares are up about 25% over the last year. Obviously, in terms of AB Food, the main area of interest will be its Primark arm. And this will be an interesting one to look out for. We've had some fairly good numbers in terms of festive trading from a number of retailers. On the other hand, today, on Friday, we've had some very weak UK retail sales come out. So it'll be interesting to see where Primark sits within those two opposing forces. By the same token, of course, it's a big conglomerate, it's a diversified business, so we'll also get updates from other parts of its business, such as grocery, sugar and ingredients. Also, a trading statement due next week from easyJet, shares up about 15% over the last year. The easyJet holidays business is one which is really off on a tear at the moment. It'll be interesting to see whether the summer season is kind of picking up the deals and forward bookings that the company will be hoping for. On top of that, of course, keep an eye out for the usual metrics, capacity, load factors, and of course, passenger numbers. But probably easyJet holidays will be the main focus there. Another trading update, this time from WH Smith. Shares haven't fared quite so well. They're down about 21% over the last year. It's the travel business, and within that, the travel UK business, which is where the company is trying to grow in particular. Obviously, it benefits from captive customers in the likes of airports, railway stations, motorways, and indeed hospitals. It's also trying to grow its North American business, which currently accounts for just over 20% of group revenue. So it's got some way to go to repair some of the share price damage, but any updates in terms of an increase in travel, for example, could play into the company's hands. Probably on the drinks front, also worthwhile keeping an eye out. We've got updates coming from the likes of JD, Wetherspoon, and indeed Fevertree. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.